October 24-25, 2012. The fifth gathering of the Black Sea NGO Forum took place in Bucharest. ChildPact, the regional coalition on child protection in the wider Black Sea area, organized a special panel to discuss the recent recommendation on child protection in the member states of BSEC, the Organization of Black Sea Economic Cooperation. The recommendation was adopted this summer by the BSEC Parliamentary Assembly. The panel was moderated by Mirela Oprea, ChildPact Secretary General, and included various high-level panelists. The PABSEC recommendation urges governments and parliaments of the BSEC member states to support a regional coalition on child protection and create a regional trust fund for new initiatives and key innovations in child protection. It also recommends the formation of a policy institute to support scale-up of child protection services and enhance cooperation in the field of child rights and child protection. The panelists highlighted some of the major challenges of the child protection systems in their countries and in the wider Black Sea area.
Very often, government only commits to reforms by developing and approving new laws for children, policies, strategies, action plans, and so on. But implementation is a problem. Implementation is often hindered mostly by inadequate funding or, as we heard yesterday, inadequate or no political will, political determination. More efforts are needed so as to tackle the gaps and weaknesses in implementation of the laws and to translate these laws, strategies, action plans into concrete actions, concrete, visible, useful actions, and particularly into financial support.
According to official statistics, the poverty rate in Armenia is 36.6%, and with children in poverty is 41.6%. These are big challenges for our countries and, of course, our young generation.
The panelists agreed that one of the most important propositions of the PABSEC recommendation is related to the establishment of a regional fund for child protection. Managed by the 12 BSEC governments, it should address regional child protection issues and encourage social innovation. The fund would support regional cooperation among governments, parliaments, and civil society organizations and help these actors identify regional needs and improve policy making and implementation in the region. Mir Antonian, ChildPact Vice President, explained why such a regional fund is important.
The idea that brought us together is why spend so much time to do the same mistakes, to start from zero, to start from the same point, when we can just ask how you did the same process in your country. Was it successful? And why it is succeed or why it is not? You can learn more and do less mistakes than you can do when you are your own.
Namik Dokle, member of the Albanian parliament, concluded that while foreign donors' contributions are important, assuming national and regional responsibility is equally important.
And I think the essence of what is being demanded is for us to take action. So ChildPact should be transformed into acting ChildPact.
Këtu ne do të kërkojmë shumë më tepër dhe planifikimin e fondeve konkrete për fëmijët.
So here it is a chance for us to demand more concretely planning funds for children.
Jo fonde të cilat kamuflohen me emra të ndryshëm, po fonde të drejtë për drejta për mbrojtjen e fëmijëve.
So not funds that can become complicated into other areas. Can emerge with other areas, but just direct funds specifically for children.
Action points and next steps were discussed. Grigori Grigorians, child protection expert from Armenia, initiated a conversation about the roadmap that needs to be put in place to create a regional fund. Ambassador Kebeleu showed that the first step is to achieve a political decision among the 12 BSEC member states, based on a proposal coming from one or several of them. The need for a locomotive state willing to generate consensus for such a proposal was emphasized by all participants. Jalia Lieva, the president of the PABSEC Cultural, Educational and Social Affairs Committee, emphasized that political commitments should be translated into practice.
Ama bu tövsiyələrin reallaşması üçün bizim hər bir parlamentarinin şəxsən təşəbbüs göstərməsi çox vacibdir.
Dar este foarte important și inițiativa personală a fiecărui parlamentar.
Ən əsası odur ki, bu tövsiyələr, bu görüşlər formal xarakterli olmasın.
Cel mai important este ca aceste întâlniri să nu fie doar un lucru formal.
Deyilənlər və yazılanlar sadəcə kağız üzərində qalmasın.
Cele vorbite și cele decizii să nu rămână doar pe hârtie.
Vaxt axarında unudularaq əhəmiyyətini itirmiş bir arxiv sənədinə çevrilməsin.
Și să nu devină pur și simplu un document de arhivă despre care a fost uitat.
Ambassador Kebeleu, BSEC Deputy Secretary General, considered that while BSEC cooperates in no less than 18 areas, child protection should be considered as well.
So, consequently, I would think it is realistic to believe that it would be possible to include also the child protection as an area of cooperation at governmental level in the BSEC framework. Before doing so, I would like to express my appreciation for the creation of the ChildPact, which in about a year of existence managed to bring together national networks of child-focused on NGOs from 8 out of the 12 BSEC Member States, assembling an impressive number of more than 500 NGOs.
Panelists and forum participants acknowledged that ChildPact, which already includes 8 of the 12 BSEC member states, is a very timely initiative with a very high potential for raising awareness on child protection challenges at the regional level.
It is quite impressive that only in a one year time you managed to gather so many NGOs. So I think you should help us as building our capacities, because members of parliament, politicians, they have their own busy agenda back at home, and maybe sometimes we don't have enough not only financial support but expertise and advising, and I think the ChildPact is extremely useful for this.
We made a nice agenda for recommendations and for creating a trust fund for the region, for Black Sea region. I hope that we can do it. We can join our efforts with our governments, with our NGOs, with our representatives from civil society, and only in that way we can do something.
Në këtë kuadër, organizatat jo qeveritare që bëjnë një punë shumë fisnike në drejtim të mbrojtjes fëmijëve kanë aleatët e tyre, siç janë donatorët, Bashkimi Evropian, Shtypi, NGO-t e tjera, avokatët e popullit apo avokatët e fëmijëve, dhe bashkarisht ne duhet të luftojmë mentalitetet e vjetra të nënvlerësimit të problematikës që përjetojnë fëmijët në vendet tona.
After the conclusion of the forum, ChildPact Secretary General Mirela Oprea shared her thoughts about the outcomes of the event.
ChildPact aims to represent the most vulnerable children in the wider Black Sea area in policy dialogues at national and international and regional level. In the last 20 years, governments in the region have been striving to reform the child protection systems, but these reforms are incomplete. PABSEC took note of this reality and they issued the child protection recommendation in support of promoting the reform of the child protection systems. And at this panel at the Black Sea NGO Forum, child protection representatives, civil society organizations, and PABSEC representatives came together to discuss child protection issues in the region. And this was a historical meeting. This was the first time when representatives of parliaments and representatives of civil society organizations came together at regional level to discuss these issues. And this meeting was really successful because participants agreed that it's high time that this recommendation is implemented, and nice words need not only to stay on paper but need to be put in practice after 20 years of reforms that need to now to be taken at the next level.